Hello beautiful souls, welcome to Tap Into Your Magic. My name is Heather and this is going to be an Imbolc flow, so we're going to be doing some yin and Vin as well. So if you don't know what Imbolc is, it's usually held early February time and it's the halfway point between the winter solstice that we had in December and the spring equinox. So even though we're still in winter, this is really a festival and celebration of hope. It's where we might start to see some of the flowers start to bloom, and the goddess that is represented by Imbolc is Bridget, the goddess of fertility. Now that doesn't necessarily have to mean being pregnant, but fertility in terms of whatever that you have been working on through winter season, all those hard lessons, it's about to bloom. So this is a really positive festival to celebrate. I'm super excited to be bringing this to you. So we are going to start with a yin yoga. I would highly recommend you have 2 blocks for this. If not, you can have one big cushion and use that instead, and I'll see you on the mat and let's go. We will begin this Imbolc flow in seed pose. So just bring your legs together and you're simply going to fall down, bringing your forehead to the mat and your arms are beside you. My stomach's making weird noises. Okay, let's begin this Imbolc flow with yin. We're going to start with a seed pose. So please find yourself in this comfortable position, bringing your legs together, and you're simply going to roll down, bringing your arms beside you, forehead to the earth. And with yin, we're going to hold the poses for about 1 minute, 2 minutes long. I really want you to use this time to reflect over winter. We're halfway through now, reflecting on hope and the dreams that are yet to be blossomed into existence. And begin to slowly roll up out of seed pose, all those seeds you've planted. And you are going to need your blocks for the next few poses, so have them close by. You'll just need one for this one. Just come on down to the mat, onto your back, and we'll do a supported bridge pose. Push into your heels and lift your glutes off the mat and bring your block underneath your lower back. You can do this on the highest level or the lowest level, whatever feels good to you. Begin to close your eyes again. Breathing in and out through your nose. What have you learned during winter so far? What ideas and dreams are calling to you? And push into your glutes. Lift up, release the block, and we will do supported fish pose from here. You'll need 2 blocks for this. You want to place them on your mat in a T shape. So one will be for your head, and this one will be for your upper back. So begin to roll down onto the blocks, adjusting as necessary. Once you find yourself comfortable there, there's a few things you can do. You can keep your knees bent, you can straighten them, or you can bring the soles of your feet together for a butterfly pose variation. And this is a great pose to open up the heart space. So breathe into your heart, really connect to your heart's intentions. What is lighting you up? Slowly begin to lift up out of supported fish. You won't need your blocks for the next pose, so you can put them off to the side if you have them. Just straighten your legs out on the mat and we'll do a caterpillar or a forward fold. So bring your palms facing up and begin to round down. This is great for stretching out the back and the legs. Just connecting back to your breath, your life force energy. And reflect on what you've learned during winter. And slowly roll up through your spine, inch by inch. We'll do a stretch for the legs here as we slowly come out of these yin poses. Bend your right leg and guide it over to the left leg. Wrap your arm around, bringing your right hand behind you, looking over your right shoulder. So now we're going to start moving a bit more, warming up the body, just like the earth is warming up, coming out of that slumber of winter. And switch sides. Left leg bends, bring it over, wrap your arm around, left hand behind you, looking over your left shoulder. And release. Find your way into a tabletop pose. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and we'll do cat and cow a few times from here. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Around the spine, chin to chest. Inhale. Push your shoulders back. Round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, look up. Round the spine, chin to chest. Back to neutral tabletop, thread the needle. Bring your right arm underneath so your shoulder and ear are touching the mat. You have an option to straighten your left leg, or you can even bring it behind and wrap it over the back leg. Keeping that core engaged. And slowly release as we switch sides. Left arm wraps underneath. Same thing again, you can straighten the right arm or bring it behind to wrap it over the left leg. And slowly release back into tabletop pose. Bring your right foot to the top of the mat for dragon pose. So bring both hands in between the right leg and hold here. Feeling a nice stretch in your hips. And begin to walk the foot out a little bit and then just drop the knee so you're opening up the hip even more. You can stay here or you can walk your hands over to the left to feel a deeper stretch in your hips. And if you're super flexible as well, you can even come down onto your forearms. Slowly come back up, back into that dragon pose, and then just straighten the right leg for a hamstring stretch. Starting to warm up the body now, and back into tabletop pose, and we'll simply switch sides. Left leg goes to the top of the mat for dragon pose, so both hands are in between that leg. And same thing again, you have many options. You can stay here in dragon pose. You can begin to walk that foot a little bit out and then allow the leg to open up. You can stay here, walk your hands over to the right. And the last option is to drop your forearms to the earth. Finding new spaces and places in our bodies to stretch out. like how the branches move and grow. And slowly lift up, back to center, and then hamstring stretch, left leg straight. You probably notice I have butterflies on my yoga leggings because they really represent transformation, and we've been in that caterpillar state for the month and a half, haven't we? So when spring comes, we will be blooming like a butterfly. Push back into your first downward facing dog. Shoulders away from the ears. Bringing your feet towards the back of the mat. You're trying to get your heels to touch the earth. If they don't, that's okay. Just begin to bend one knee, then the other, moving from side to side. And then shift forward into a high plank. Holding here, core nice and strong. And then drop the belly. Keep your knees lifted for an upward facing dog. And then shift back into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, reach the right leg up, bend it and open up the leg. Bring it forward and hold, so bring your knee in and just tap your knee to the left elbow, then the right elbow, back to center, and bring it forward for a high lunge, core engaged. Lift both arms up to the sky. Well done. And from here, just do some arm circles. Bring your arms behind you and begin to circle them out like the shape of the sun that we will see very soon. Take this at your own pace. And then hands back up to the sky. Push into your right heel. Bring that left knee up to the sky, core engaged, shifting into a tree pose from here. So you can bring your foot to the shin or the inner thigh. I'll show you from this angle. Hands can be in prayer position, hands on hips or arms reaching the ceiling. Whatever seeds you have been planting, they are growing into a unique and beautiful tree. And just remember that some flowers and trees, they blossom and bloom before others. So do not compare your journey to anyone else during spring and summer. Things take time, just like the earth, and that is what it can teach us. And step back into high lunge wherever you are, arms reaching up, hands down, plank pose, hold, chaturanga, shift forward, come down onto your belly, upward facing dog, and then push back into downward facing dog. Well done. And we'll repeat all that on the second side. Inhale, left leg reaches up and bend it to open up the leg. Bring it forward and hold here. Engage the core. Bring the knee towards the right elbow. Then the left elbow. Center. And bring it forward for high lunge. Both arms reaching up, well done. Now we're going to do those arm circles, but the other way. So if you opened up your arms, you would just simply bring them the other way. Circle in the other direction. Let's do this. A few more times. then bring your arms up overhead, push into the left heel this time, engage the core, and bring your right knee up towards the sky. And then transition into your tree pose on the second side. Remember, shin or inner thigh, just not the knee joint, and hold here. Feeling strong and stable and powerful. As you get warmer through this flow, just like the seasons, each day it's becoming brighter, each day becoming warmer. You've made it through the hardest part. And inhale, step the leg back, both arms up to the sky. And then same thing again, hands down to the mat, plank pose, engage the core and hold for just a few seconds. Shift forward, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, well done. And on your next inhale, bring the right foot forward for warrior two. Pivot the back foot, arms nice and straight, bending into the right knee. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Bring the right arm up overhead, well done. Extended side angle, right forearm to right knee, left arm reaches up overhead. Back to warrior two, and simply bring both feet towards the top of the mat. Then pivot them both out on a diagonal and sink low into goddess pose. Remember, Imbolc is a celebration of the goddess Bridget. So bring both arms into that L shape. Feel the goddess inside you, this strength that you have, that you've made it through winter. Just a few more weeks to go, and spring is here. Feel the strength of your legs, the strength of your body. As we transition into warrior two on the second side, so simply switching over, left knee bends now. Holding nice and strong. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior, left arm reaches up overhead. Extended side angle, left forearm to left knee, right arm reaches up overhead. Back to warrior two. Transition back into your goddess pose again, so sinking low into those legs. Feeling super strong. What are you birthing into the world? What have you been working on? And release. Straighten the arms and legs for star pose. And slowly roll down. Forward fold. Release the head. And then begin to pivot and walk the feet in towards each other. And then sink low for a yoga squat. So sink low into your glutes. Use your elbows to push the legs away. If you can't come onto your feet, you can do this on your tiptoes as well. As we slow things down here. And release your glutes to the mat. Bring the soles of your feet together. Butterfly, fold. Simply hold on to your feet and allow your upper body to release. What are you going to let go of that you're not going to take with you through the next season? And slowly lift up. Now, if you have a block, this will be great to use a block. You don't have to use one. I just think it really helps. We're going to do straddle or splits pose. So come onto the block and straighten both legs out as wide as they can go. And hold here. You have an option to stay here or walk your hands forward, whatever feels good for you. Creating more space in our bodies, letting go of what no longer serves us. Walk your hands over to the left side, fold over the left leg. And walk your hands over to the right. And release this straddle pose. And simply come on down to the mat for Shavasana. Now I'm gonna grab my little blanket because it's nice and warm and it's a bit cold in this room. So if you want to grab a blanket, go ahead and do that. And we're just simply going to, roll down onto our backs and take Shavasana now. So close your eyes. Allow yourself to be like a caterpillar in a cocoon. Releasing any tension in your body. And we'll stay here for just a couple of minutes in silence. Begin to deepen your breath, moving your fingers and toes. Move your head from side to side, just bring some life back into your beautiful body. And take a big stretch as we come up to take a seat in whatever way feels comfortable for you. Can keep the blanket on. Oh, there's cute little rabbits on this. Another symbol of spring. Just begin to close your eyes and lower your gaze. Feeling into this present moment. Understanding that every season has its reason. Today is a celebration of hope and joy, knowing winter is halfway there, spring is on the horizon. we thank all the seasons for all that they teach us. Bring your hands together in prayer position in front of your heart and bow forward. Thank you so much for joining me for this Imbolc flow here on Tap Into Your Magic. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And let me know, how was that for you? How was that flow? Have you ever heard of Imbolc? How do you celebrate it? Let me know. I'm always very curious, and I'm so grateful that we connected here today. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video for more content like this. I definitely I already have a few Wheel of the Year flows on here, but I am creating more this year as well, so we can get all 8. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Just before you head on off, I do have an EFT tapping for Imbolc, and if you've never done tapping before, follow along. It's super simple. Maybe this can be a new ritual for you, and it's a really beautiful thing to do to help you honor Imbolc and all the things relating to hope and faith. Thank you so much.